Most people think a church is just a building with a cross on top. They are wrong. My church, the Tabernacle of God, was an empire. I had 3 private jets, a mansion in Lagos that made the president's house look like a shack, a wardrobe full of suits that cost more than your tuition. They say the higher you climb, the harder you fall. But they don't tell you that when you hit the ground, your own wife will be the one standing over you with a shovel. My name is Toby, Pastor Toby. And 5 minutes ago, I was the most powerful man in Lagos. I had a private jet fueled for Dubai and a congregation that called me Papa. I was the big deal. Now, I'm standing in the puddle, watching my face being scrubbed off my own billboard. My credit cards declined. My guards, they just pointed their rifles at my chest. And the woman, the so-called woman I called my good thing, she's on the giant LED screen of my church, telling 50,000 people that I, Pastor Toby, am a demon in designer suit. But stay tuned, because Sarah thinks she's the only one who knows how to play dirty. She forgot I'm the one who taught her how to win. Sarah wasn't always a woman of God. When I first met her, she was just a teenage baddie, running scams in the city. I thought to rescue her. I pitied her. I gave her the first lady life, the red bottom heels she had always dreamed of having, the Range Rover she could never have in her entire life, the diamond encrusted Bible. But I didn't realize I was giving a thief a bigger vault to rob. A month ago, Sarah came to me crying. She said she accidentally invested 50 million of the church's building fund into a crypto scam. I panicked. To protect her, I signed a document she gave me without even reading, a temporary transfer of assets so she could fix the books, she told me, without the board of trustees seeing it. That, in fact, was my death warrant. She didn't lose the money. She moved it to a private account in the Cayman Islands. She didn't want my help. She wanted my signature on the document that gave her 100% ownership of the Tabernacle of God Corporation. Sarah didn't just want to be the first lady. She wanted to be the boss. She saw herself as the boss and she decided to take it. I walked into the vestry for the Sunday anniversary service, ready to preach, but the atmosphere wasn't the same. I realized my associate pastors wouldn't even look at me in the eye. Suddenly, the doors burst open. It wasn't the choir, it was the police and the IRS. Sarah walked in behind them, wearing a black veil like she was at a funeral. The woman, looking all innocent, but knowing deep down that she had planned it all. "Toby, honey," she whispered, loud enough for the body comes to hear. "I couldn't let you keep hurting these people." I told them everything. I had no idea what she meant by saying this. Sarah had faked a series of confessions from me. She used AI to clone my voice, making it sound like I was bragging about stealing tithes to buy a yacht from my secret mistress, which I never even had. I loved Sarah so dearly. The congregation went from shouting hallelujah to screaming for my head. Within 10 minutes, the board voted to strip me of my titles. Sarah didn't just take the church, she took my freedom. She had me arrested for embezzlement on live television. It was so embarrassing. I was disgraced. I spent 48 hours in a cell before a mysterious benefactor posted my bill. When I walked out, a black limousine was waiting. The door opened and I saw the last person I expected, Maya, Sarah's rival from her good old days. The girl Sarah had framed and sent to prison 10 years ago. "She's using my old playbook, Toby," Maya said to me, handing me a laptop. "She thinks she's a genius, but she's sloppy. She didn't realize the offshore accounts she used. I own the bank." I was so happy after hearing this from Maya. We didn't go to the police. We went to the church's annual gala. where Sarah was celebrating her ascension to the throne. What more could a queen want after stealing everything her husband had? I didn't walk in as a pastor. I walked in as the anonymous billionaire investor she had been trying to court for a week. I wore a mask. She flirted with me. She bragged about how she disposed of her useless husband to get to the church's land. With a smirk on my face, I took off the mask. The look on her face was worth every cent I lost after she realized who I was under the mask. But I didn't just reveal myself. I pushed play. Every TV in the gala began showing the hidden camera footage from the bank. Sarah laughing with my lawyer about how she poisoned my drinks to make me compliant. She didn't just steal the church. She was trying to kill me, my beloved wife. My beloved wife wanted to take my life. As the handcuffs clicked onto Sarah's wrist, she screamed that I was nothing without her. I laughed. I just leaned in and whispered, "A church is just bricks, Sarah. But a body is forever. And you just got outplayed by the best." I didn't take the church back. I liquidated it and gave the money back to the people she robbed. Now I live in a quiet 2-bedroom apartment. But I have something Sarah will never have, the truth. Although I still love her, but the betrayal in my heart could never heal. Oh, Sarah, my dear wife, I did keep the private jets. I mean, a man's got to get around, right? Subscribe to our channel, like, put us on post notification if you're interested in stories like this.